It's one thing these days, it's pretty much the same with cars and quite a lot of other things. Is eventually they'll just get too old and need to be replaced. And at the moment, I'm finding that with my computer, it's just starting to get a bit too old, and it's able to play PUBG just. If you sort of look at the latest games that are coming out these days, it's finding my computer's just too old to play it, just don't make the recommended requirements basically. But also too is sort of like where my main income is the disability support pension is going to take some time to get myself a new computer basically, especially when I'm looking at wanting to get a new office desk and something to do dual monitors with and everything else. It's going to take some time and quite a lot of money, and be able to do something in the way of like get a personal loan or put on a credit card. I'm pretty much going to send myself destitute just to pay it off. But not saying that I'm going to be sharing any financial advice, but I'm just going to be sharing with this of how I go about the process of saving money. So hopefully you guys could tag along with it. It is pretty much a simple approach to it, and it does require having something in the way of a spreadsheet, either from the Microsoft Office Excel or Google Documents or Open Office if it's still around, or whatever Apple uses. Now, I do have an old version of Microsoft Excel here, but it's you might still get the little thing if you want to get yourself a new budget. You probably have something along of something similar. I find it probably just to be a little bit too much for what you want, and I usually take an approach of just keep it simple, stupid, basically. So I don't really worry about that. I just bring up a fresh sheet. Now I do have it all centered instead of over here, mostly so you can see it all without having my big head in the road. So like if you call it like pension, if you want, or payday or wage, or make sure I can spell it right. Because this can work with someone with a small or large income, and say, okay, well, in the end, I'll pretty much get something like $1,000 per fortnight, or week, or month, or year, if you want to go that far. And you pretty much just start looking at things you pretty much really need to, put forward and, prioritize first up. So, for me, I'll probably start off with, being a Christian, I'll probably tithe, but I'm not going to worry about that. But probably say, alright, putting the money into savings. So, okay, so I like to put, $50 into savings. Then you probably have something in the lines of like rent, which of course it changes, but for me it's I pay fortnightly really, but if you want to do something in the week, it's sort of like something like $150 a week. Just being hypothetical here. Of course, it would cost a lot more. And you probably have something in the lines of like, let's see here, probably something in the lines of like car rego, and of course the comprehensive third party insurance. Well, those who pretty much could afford it, comprehensive insurance, and that all up might cost something like $1,200. But of course that's not per week. So pretty much if you just pull up the calculator, so right, 1,200 divided by like 52, you pretty much get roughly a sum of how much you need to put, pretty much put away per week. So, what was the sum again? It was, I think, $25. And of course, you probably have something along the lines of like electricity, so like electric bill. Like for me, that's sort of like in once a quarter. So, say if you get like something like a $250 per quarter of electricity bill, so like roughly divided that by 3 and get $83 or something around a month. So you roughly get that to go by 4. So put a little bit over $20. So probably say, okay, I'll put away $25 there as well, just to just to be safe. And you probably have things that you probably pay a monthly. So you probably something like the phone and internet. I'll put the capital P, of course. So you probably pay $50 a week there. Probably extra if you've got a mobile as well. Then you probably have something in the lines of like probably do grocery shopping. So you do like food, not FOD, food. And probably per week, something like that, you might spend $120. And then you probably have things that are probably like direct debit. So things probably like health insurance. Other things you might think of is probably something like Netflix or the Amazon Prime or Stan or something like that. So probably add in that sort of cost as well. Might be worth having a look around the place, and maybe if you really want to figure out a budget a bit more, you probably probably do something like fuel or gas for the car. You can really get fancy. I don't go that far, but something you probably don't want to really rule out. So you probably can see that I've like set it up. So this is how much of sort of like probably necessary spendings, you could say. There's not getting yourself canned cokes or a packet of chips or something like that, or go see movies at the cinema. But it's all right there, and you probably see what sort of money you got left over or surplus. Now it's just set up there. You probably see up here that I've got a sum set up. I'll put a description down below for something like that. So you set it up to what row you got your numbers set up, and to to the alphabet, and also set up that so you see how much money you got left over. Now this is sort of like a good thing to actually have. So if you get something in the way of like a pay rise or pension increase, so you say if you get yourself $1,020, you'll of course it'll change the figures down here. Or you decide to put some more money into savings like $55 instead. All the figures will change. I find that setting up this way is quite handy, and certainly a good way of setting a good allocation to where you want to put your money, and stuff like that. So similar to what I said when I started up the spreadsheet, is putting out the things that take top priority or first things. And see, like for you to save up, it's usually making sure that you put money into savings first when you get paid. As well as the rent. So usually I set up that I've got numerous amounts of online savings accounts. A reason why I got numerous or multiple accounts, so I don't have all piled in one account. so that I don't, get all the money mixed up between what I've allocated towards. Now, the other thing I do too is make sure I don't do an online savings account with the same, financial or banking institution that I have my personal account with. And I find it's just a bit more of a temptation from that of just dipping in if I need money type of thing, instead of just leaving it there for what I need, and make it less of a temptation, because it usually takes about 6 hours from the time I take the money out and put it into my personal account. And of course you can really expand on this with having online savings accounts. So if you want to have something in the lines of like saving up for a car, set something up there. Even if you want to do something for a home deposit, there's another opportunity to. These days, even with online banking as a whole, pretty much you can label the accounts that even though it will still stay in your name, you can sort of give your accounts like nicknames, so you know which is which. And just to finish off here, is sort of like, probably heard that saying of you didn't plan to fail, you failed to plan. So just doing some research, doing your homework basically of what are you wanting to do. Like if you want to get yourself in your computer, have a look around and see what's out there, and see, like, make it like a I'm planning to get this sort of machine, so you save up for that machine. And if you do like an overseas trip or something like that, or go on holidays, start planning on how much it would cost the airfares, accommodation, if you can do touristy things there, visas for if you need to enter certain countries, travel insurance, and of course food and spending money, and probably even throw in any transfers you might have between hotels and airports, or home and airport. For me personally, 2 years ago I went to Las Vegas to attend a Star Trek Las Vegas convention. With Star Trek being the 50th anniversary 2 years ago. And that was like 3 years of planning and saving up for it. And it did cost me a fair bit. Probably end up with about $5,000. I saved up about $5,000 and probably spent about $4,000. For the entirety of the trip. But it does have its rewards, because I did take the opportunity for some photo ops and got Connor Trinner from Star Trek Enterprise and LeVar Burton from the Next Generation. So even if you have a small budget, or a very small income, things can be achievable if just be patient, work towards the goals, even if it might take a couple of years. Anything's achievable. So for now, pretty much after I publish this video, I'm actually going to be putting what I said into practice, and got my disability support pension coming in and making it go with all my money. So till next time, have a good one.